have a guy that's already made his major league debut here at spring breakout, but for Gentry, still trying to kind of find his footing and find out where he fits in the puzzle pieces that make up the Royals currently right now. Interesting where the Royals have their 9 guys, right? So where does Tyler Gentry fit into that mix? I think that's what he and Royals brass are still trying to figure out.
They have a need for some power at a corner in the outfield. Gentry is a really good defender, and those swing changes started to lead to some of that power a year ago for him. He swings and pops it up. Foul ground, there's Groover. And in fair territory makes a catch for out number 1. Here comes Gavin Cross, the first rounder from 2022 out of Virginia Tech, where he was an All-American. It's been a rough start to his pro career, in part because of a strange illness that he had.
Yeah, Rocky Mountain spotted fever. I don't want to have that. I don't. Definitely not a.
The spotted part makes it sound even more ominous, doesn't it? Yeah.
Back in 2023, that kind of took him off track a little bit. He tried to come to the Arizona Fall League to make up for some at-bats. But it feels like Cross is really kind of just starting to find his rhythm in pro ball. We mentioned earlier last half inning, it's not always linear. Not every, just because a guy's a first-round pick, top 10 pick in the case of Cross, it doesn't always mean a quick acclimation to the pro game.
Takes upstairs 1-2. He was a guy viewed with big power and good speed. He helped lead a Virginia Tech team to super regionals, just one step from the College World Series his junior year, as he fouls it back to the screen.
This is a guy that was heading into the 2023 season, he was our number 62 prospect at this time last year, or this time 2 years ago, pardon me. So this is a guy we're still very high on. I think for Cross, he got his feet wet at AA Northwest Arkansas last year. Looking at maybe he'll repeat, maybe he'll make his way up to Omaha this season.
Takes strike 3 called. Dylan Ray is set on all 5 that he's faced so far for Arizona. Like a little two-seam fastball that ran back over the inside corner to Cross. Ray has been efficient.
I think that's the thing I've really liked about Cross is, I've gotten to see him mostly in shorter stints, where I almost wonder if he's not a multi-inning reliever at the next level, right? I think you bring guys along, you try to develop their pitch mix in the minor leagues, but we mentioned Rule 5 draft decision coming up this summer, this offseason for Dylan Ray. I think his stuff could play at the big leagues pretty soon in shorter stints.
Ramon Ramirez is the hitter for Kansas City here. The count 1-1 to the catching prospect. A pitch from Ray. That one misses, and it's 2-1.
You want to talk about just an embarrassment of riches at a spot. The Kansas City Royals just, it seems like every catcher at every level mashed last year. There's just going to be such competition top to bottom to see who's going to get those reps. Ramirez, advanced hitter, impressive raw power. That's pretty nice to say about a kid that's still in his teenage years.
Chops it foul. It's 2-2. Well, you mentioned Carter Jensen is part of this game too. He is doing the catching. Ramirez is the DH. Blake Mitchell, who was their first-round pick in 2023, has a hamate bone injury and is unable to play. But he is the number 2 prospect in the organization and a guy that has a very good approach to the plate and had an excellent defensive reputation as an amateur. Tapper foul on the home plate. Christian Serta bouncing on that one. And in fact, I would add this, that the Diamondbacks are very excited about the 3 catchers that they have here. They feel like they have a legitimate catching prospect. Serta, an excellent defender, will probably be at the upper levels of the minors. But it's kind of rare to have 2 organizations that feel so confident in their catching depth.
Yeah, and I feel like that's one of the biggest things that catchers have to learn once they turn to the pro game, right, is not every college program or high school program is having their catchers call games behind the plate. So
in the air to shallow right, coming in and playing out of bounds is Canicello. First hit for the Royals. It comes with 2 outs for Ramirez here in the second.
We'll talk up his exit velocities, and then he gets one off the knuckles on a freezing cold night. He'll take it, though. It's a hit in the box score, as they say.
Well, that's the strength, right? That's where you can go, the power there allowed him to muscle that one into right field.
Yeah, and you talk about power. Look at the guy stepping into the box now. Austin Charles looks like he could be out on the wing on the basketball court. That's your 3-and-D type guy right there, Austin Charles.
6'6" right-handed hitting third baseman. takes upstairs 1-0 from Bakersfield, California. His brother, Art, longtime pro who has been a slugger in Mexico, played in the Jays and the Phillies system for a while. Art also 6'6", but a little different build than Austin. And he swings and skies one to left. Waldschmidt under it, makes the